I'm going to do some mods on my Nazgul5, and you can see this Nazgul5 is actually quite basic. Hello drone lovers, welcome to my channel. My name is KM. Okay, so what are the modifications? Basically, I got a new TPU mount. This one comes with a GPS holder, so I already put the GPS in, and I'm going to replace this TPU mount with the black one. Unfortunately, fortunately I couldn't get a colored one. Next thing I want to do is to also put in a filter. This LC filter is able to filter the noise going into the supply of the VTX. So a simple small filter that I'm going to mount somewhere here, that will filter the supply going into the top board, which is the VTX. And then the third modification, which is the most crucial one for my flight experience, is this R9Slim Plus with diversity antenna. Okay, so this is the R9Slim Plus. Okay, and this belongs to the FrSky family. I haven't figured out where I'm going to mount it yet because it is pretty thick and looks like there's a very little space left inside the Nazgul, but I will figure out and make it work. Right, so I'll get to my work now, and when it's finished I will show it to you and we'll test it out later. Okay. Oh yeah, before I forget, basically I've done some improvements on the VTX to clean up the noise already. So I have put in a shield. It's basically a copper shield with Tapcon or what tape to filter the ESC noise that is going to interfere with the VTX signal. And I also tapped the 5V supply for my camera from the VTX rather than from the flight controller. And in addition to cleaning the noise, it is still not as good yet. I will add in this filter that goes into the VTX. So the VTX supply should be quite clean now. Okay, let me get to work and I will show it to you once it's finished. Okay, the first step is to update the firmware for the R9Slim Plus. I've already went to the FrSky website to download the firmware for the FPOD FLEX firmware into the Taranis. And now it's just to wire up the 3 wires. Okay, 3 wires are required are if you make sure you have to connect to connector 1 of the Slim Plus, VCC, which is the 5V, then the S-port pin. Okay, VCC is the red one, the first one. Second pin is the green one, which is the S-port, and then the ground, which is the black one. So the rest you can just ignore it at the moment. You just got to make sure you don't short circuit any of these pins when you are powering the unit up. So what I need to do is I need to isolate these 5 extra pins that are not used with some duct tape. Okay, before you connect up the R9Slim, you have to make sure you flash it first. I've already isolated all the pins that are unused, only 3 wires. So this connector is a 3-pin header, has a power on the top, the middle one is ground, and the bottom one is the S-port. So this basically need to go into your Taranis, the bottom 3 pins. Okay, so this slot here, which I have removed, is where I plugged in the R9 module. So I have to remove this module and plug these 3 wires into the bottom 3 pins. Make sure you plug it well, okay, until it clicks. Alright. And then once it's in, you don't have to power on your Tyrannis. Okay, you won't see any lights yet on the R9Slim until you start flashing. Okay, let's on it.
Welcome to OpenTX. Switch warning.
Okay, make sure the connector is plugged in properly. Okay, switch warning. Okay, now hold the menu button down for 2 seconds until you see radio setup. You page up until you see the folder. Go to firmware and then select R9Slim. Where is it? R9Slim, yeah. Flex F port. Okay, so select this one, hold it down, then make sure you select flash external module, okay, not internal, otherwise you will corrupt your Tyrannis. And then you just click once. Okay, you can see it's blinking now, it's writing. The R9Slim has the red LED blinking now, which means the communication between the Tyrannis and the R9Slim is perfect, it's working, and the firmware is being written into the R9Slim at the moment. Okay, just wait about a minute. Speed it up for time's sake. Okay, once it's finished, just exit and then power off the Tyrannis. Okay, and you can unplug it or unplug it from the radio. First, be gentle, make sure you don't bend the pins. Okay, and put back your R9 module. That's it. So your R9Slim is now flashed. So how do you connect? Okay, so I'm using F port. So F port means that I'm using the inverted S bus. So I will need to connect VCC to the power 5 volts and ground to my flight controller, and I have to take out the RX pin, RX1 pin, which is the yellow one. Okay, the yellow one, and I have to connect the RX1 pin on the connector 1 to the F port of the flight controller. Okay, I've completed the soldering. So this part 1, this is the one that goes to my receiver. So you can see the power and ground, and I have the yellow cable that goes into T2. Okay, T2 is inverting, so it goes into the RX1, which is the inverting input of the R9Slim Plus. As for the GPS, Okay, the green wire is the RX from the GPS. It goes into the TX, T3, and the white wire is the TX of the GPS, goes into R3, receiver 3. And as for the filter, okay, the filter basically you can see it goes just fit through. I cut the wire in between and goes through the filter. So the input comes from the flight controller, which is on my left, and then it goes into the plus minus, following the direction of the arrow. Coming out, this goes into the plug that plugs into the VTX on the right. Okay, as for the supply to the GPS, I tap it from the original camera supply, which is from the FC, because now I changed my camera supply. The camera supply, which is from here, the red and white one, it comes from the VTX. So the original camera supply, I use it for the GPS. So that's it. Now it's just to put it back and see if I can arrange it neatly and test flight it. Okay, now it's completely almost done. Okay, except I need to bind it. So before I bind it, I better put on the VTX antenna because everything is already connected. The VTX is connected, and I use my smoke stopper. Okay, make sure the smoke stopper is off, then when you plug it in. Okay, yeah, I need to come up from here. So let's on the Taranis.
Welcome to OpenTX.
Alright, then let's select Nazgul, and then we select, and then we press again. We're going to copy another model. We put it in the last one here, number 10. Okay, so now we have two Nazgul. One is using the old receiver as a backup, and then this one I will select the number 10, and then I need to go to the radio button to find it. Okay, so hold on the exit and hold on. It should be, yeah, you go to this page and then you go to next page under setup. Yeah. So now I have to select, yes, you need the R9 module antenna. So let me get the antenna. We need this one so that we can bind the transmitter to the R9Slim. Okay. Okay. So now we have to change the internal transmitter to off. Press this one, scroll to off. Now we turn on the external on. We need to select R9M. Okay, and then we go to FCC, which is correct. We need to select the 915 megahertz. Okay, and then we need to press on bind. Okay, telemetry on, channel 1 to 8. My finger. And power on. Off.
Telemetry lost.
Okay. I don't know whether it's bind or not. But the beeper is very loud, so I have to maybe on again and see.
Telemetry recovered.
Okay, so the green button is now on. So it's bind already. Okay. So just to do a small test to see if the telemetry is there. Okay, telemetry, yes, good, means it's working. So this telemetry is now coming from the quad through the F port, because the original Nazgul is also configured with F port. So everything is the same. Okay, and it works. So now I can just put it back, switch it off. Okay.
Receiver still connected. Telemetry lost.
Okay, switch it off. And success. So I put everything back and I will do it again. Okay, I have my transmitter switched on. So my transmitter, I have to select Nazgul, long range, yes. And then this is already configured. Okay. Okay. So now I will plug in the quad. Same time, let's do the recording. Okay, so when I plug in, I should see some images appearing. Let me remove the camera cover. Okay, so we have OSD and we have a picture, right? So now shall we do a simple test to make sure that I get the what do you call that, telemetry. I exit menu, okay, and then I hold the page button down 2 seconds, 1 second, once, 1 second, twice, and I'm in telemetry. When you hold it, it's going backwards in the menu. When you press without holding, it's going forward. Okay, you can see all the telemetry is there. What I'm interested in the most is the A4. The A4 shows the average voltage per cell, so it's 3.8 volts. Okay, VFast is showing the overall 4S voltage. So with A4 3.8, I can put a limit. Okay, I can put a limit
Transmitter battery low.
at here, 3.5 volts. Okay, this is I can show you on another topic if you request it by putting the comments below. Okay, the transmitter battery is now low, so I will just have to change the battery first, then I'll continue with this video. Okay, I'm back. I've changed the battery. Now it's 7.8 volts. Hope this battery will last. Okay, now let me power on. Let me start the recording again. And I do a power on. Okay. So, yes, there's telemetry. So right now, I'm going to do an arm. So gotta be careful, gotta hold it properly, make sure that it's not touching my fingers. Okay. Okay. Let's arm it. Okay, move it around. Okay, that shows that the flight controller is working, and it is controlling the propellers to try to level up the quad. Well, okay, since in this period of pandemic we can't go out to fly this drone, I will leave this to a later video, and I will just end this video now, and hopefully you enjoy watching it. Do remember to click on the subscribe button on the top right, and if you see a notification bell, just select it and select all, so that all my videos can appear in your notification and future videos will be shown to you. Once again, have a nice day. Bye bye.